Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fate Grand Order podcast, where we will be talking about Fate Grand Order Episode 3. Co-host, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's me again, Malice, and sorry about last week, that was because of me.
Yeah. So if you're not already familiar with the show, we just we talk about the episode, just a general chat. So yeah, if you enjoy something like that, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell and hit the like button and smash that grab button. You know what I'm saying? Also, put in the comments below your blood type for a chance to win a $40 piece of cardboard. That's right, that's a steal. So with that being said,
Please don't take him seriously ever again.
Fate Grand Order, Absolute Demonic, Battlefront, Battlestar Galactica.
Babylonia.
Battlestar Galactica, Episode 3, The King and His People. After proving worthy to Gilgamesh, they are provided housing where they will have their main base be. To celebrate, main base be. I don't think that's... I don't think you're supposed to say it that way.
I would prefer the word ruin.
Yeah, same thing. To celebrate, they have a party with Ushikamura, Benkai, and Leonidas. I just wrote that. This is fate. This is fate.
I called it. It's Leonidas, even though it's too early for him. By a couple hundred years.
Well, I assume they're all like heroic spirits and stuff, because you got Ushikamura, who I have no idea who that is. Do you know?
Nope. I think Japanese, I guess.
I should. Well, obviously. And whatever she's wearing, that's not called clothes.
I have no idea how to she has like patches of cloth over her, but that's about it.
There's this one scene, I think in the episode 4, where she walks up to him and she's talking to him, and you see her from the side, and it's like, what the hell? There's like, it's just like 2 flaps. What happens if the wind blows?
It's magic. The wind doesn't ever blow around her.
We also have, Benkai as well, who I have no idea who that is either.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who that is?
Nope.
I don't know every historical figure, it seems. I know who Leonidas is. He's...
Well, it would be tough to not know.
it
and
would.
Also, he really can't hold his liquor, which I found really funny.
That is true. His face got all pink and red.
Yeah.
And it looked like totally different from his skin tone, which is all bronzed, which I thought was a nice touch as well.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there wasn't actually much in this episode. The beginning of the episode starts with like the cool fight between Gilgamesh and Anna and Mishu.
What this kind of reminded me of, except for the fight, was I think it was like the first or second episode of Konosuba, when they go around the town doing all the other jobs and whatever they can do.
Yeah, that's what Gilgamesh told him to do. But Aiden Adams says Ushikomaru was a Japanese general. And yes, all of us, players of the game, wonder how her clothes are always on.
It's one of the great mysteries of fate.
But, Gilgamesh being Gilgamesh, he doesn't need any help from Chaldea. That's literally what he says.
Yeah.
And then Ishtar shows up. She crashes through the ceiling. And she is a total tsundere.
I don't know what happened. It was so random.
Yeah.
she just showed up, said something, and then fucked off.
Yeah, they started fighting Ishtar, which was also awesome. And then she was like, "Oh, things have changed," and then she left.
Yeah.
What is going on? I liked it, But I'm just confused. What did you think about the fighting, though?
The fighting was a bit toned down compared to the previous fights, but I didn't really mind it.
Which is funny you say that, because they still had the crazy, like, ultra, like blockbuster style animation where it doesn't make sense on purpose.
On the other hand, there was this fight with Gilgamesh, which lasted about 30 seconds.
Yeah. I liked I forgot what Reen calls her handgun thing, but she has her own version of that. Ishtar does, and it's like pretty cool because it's just like an energy blast.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mesh got new clothing, which looks way better than the armor.
Yes. It looks so much better. I'm not a big fan of that armor. I'm actually not really a big fan. Hey, smoking's bad.
Sorry about that.
Just kidding. Smoking's the greatest. But I don't really like much of the outfits in this anime, actually, so far. Because they're just all so weird.
Fun fact, I just googled Ushvaka Maru on Type Moon Wiki. Apparently she's 1 meter tall.
1 meter tall?
No. Take that back. It's 168, it's just really small.
Say that again?
So 170 centimeters.
Whoa.
Millimeters. Centimeters, yeah.
So she's 10 centimeters shorter than I am. She's pretty tall for...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably back in her day, yeah. Pretty tall as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 5'8".
Don't ask me, I have no idea how to use peasant units.
Gosh darn Americans. But yeah, that's pretty tall for her.
Uh-huh.
But after this fight, Gilgamesh is like, alright, cool. Here's a house. Also,
yeah, alright, cool, you suck, but I will give you a chance.
yeah. And so they get this house where they pretty much have a party.
Yeah.
Which is...
more like a housewarming, but... yeah, kind of.
It's, This is kind of... This whole scene lasts a bit, but they have this party where we are introduced to Ushi... I think in the next episode they called her Ushiwaka or something like that. I have it written down, actually.
Yeah, and...
Ushiwaka.
Yeah, also Anna has another scene where she's super adorable.
Yes, and that's what I was getting to, is they're once again developing Anna as this character who can kill people and will talk about killing people. But she also is a kid.
Yeah.
And she has, like, she just lightens up to this food she served, and she's got the whole stars in her eyes thing. It was cute. Also, the same thing happens to MC Kun and other MC Kun, MC Chan. Mash.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, Mash and Fujimaru, aka MC Kun and MC Chan. That's probably a good way to call them. They're kind of... I don't know. What do you think about these main characters so far, actually? Because to me, they're not anything really special.
They are okay. But that might be because there's a lot of material behind them which we don't know. And the anime is slowly getting to it, especially in the episode number 4.
I feel like these main Mash and Fujimaru aren't bad, but they have this, like, I think it's because of they're trying to adapt a mobile game. So you, as the player of the mobile game, you're receiving this dialogue, and you're given these choices to interact with these characters, and usually the choices you have to interact are like a sentence or less. And so it feels like he's just kind of there, whereas MASH kind of says and does what he thinks, I guess.
Yeah. What I was kind of afraid of was Mary Sue type of characters, which they are luckily not.
Yeah. Not any Mary Sue, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could make an argument for the Fujimaru.
And he's not OP enough for it to be said, I think.
That is also true. But I feel like
I have a feeling in their current group, he's the weakest link.
Oh, for sure.
Or most vulnerable one.
Satsuki said, half the Nisaks, double the Tsundere.
Yeah, you can say that about Ishtar.
She totally just... Yeah, she is double the Tsundere.
Yeah, but it was not annoying. It was fun.
What do you mean? Are you trying to say Reen's annoying?
No, I'm trying to say it was not overdone like sometimes happens with tsunderes.
Oh. Thick thighs save lives, but thigh highs are my demise, you know? It's the dumbest saying ever. But I say it all the time because it's funny.
I mean, thick thighs and thigh highs.
Moving on. They decide to help out around town. They like build or mold a bunch of bricks out of mud, which I thought was pretty cool seeing that.
Yeah.
And seeing all the stuff they did. But I imagine back then it wasn't as bright and cheerful as they represent it in this anime.
I mean, it happens in some parts of the world still.
Oh yeah,
like this is how in a lot of places they still make bricks.
It's not a bad way. It's probably highly efficient. If a little time consuming and dirty. But otherwise, I mean, it's probably quicker to start up than a factory, but it probably takes more time.
Depends. I've seen some videos, and dude can do several per minute. So.
Oh. Well, I didn't know they dried that fast. Actually.
No. Just mold them and then let them dry on the sun. You don't need people for that.
I cry. So they go out with, after they help out, they go out with Anna and they talk about spirits and stuff and things.
Yeah, apparently there's some curse or something happening to the city, like a magical plague or something. That's at least what I got from it.
The way they were talking about it was very very like, hey, keep this in mind later.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting conversation they had here at the end of this episode. And I think they put it, I think they probably should have. Yeah, no. I think the way they have it in this episode, I think it played well with the slice of life fun moments, and then at the end, you have this conversation. It was really like kind of like the way the episode winded down. It started off with the action, went to the slice of life fun cute moments, and then ended with like the dialogue
and serious stuff again.
Yeah, it was they basically swapped the beginning and ending.
Yeah.
And they went backwards.
And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. So, final thoughts on episode 3. What'd you think?
I liked it. It was a bit slower than the previous ones, and that's fair. It can be all action all the time. It gets boring, as I said previously.
Yeah. Definitely felt like a couple of things they were setting up otherwise, I think this show is definitely still in the mood, or in the still trying to get you to connect to a lot of these characters and get you to know them and stuff and endear yourself to them. And they're doing a pretty good job of that, because this is just episode 3 and we've been introduced to so many characters. It was kind of weird with Ishtar just popping in, and then Ushiwa Kimura and Benkai and Leonidas just showing up, because I was like, wait, who are these 3? And then they were like, okay, so these are who they are. Which, it's still awkward, them just, popping up out of nowhere. And it's like, oh, hey, they popped up out of nowhere. Let's have a party with them. Like, I don't know if they had a connection prior to this or not. I imagine they do. But yeah.
One more thing before we leave this. Have you seen the after credits scene?
God damn it! This is the second time this has happened to me.
Well, just quickly, there was probably the other version of Medusa, Enkidu, and a guy getting cut in half.
Oh, cool.
And the other Medusa is more of a Gorgon, like she has a snake tail and snake heads for hair and stuff.
Snake boobs?
I don't see any boobs on that.
Damn it. She's gonna be like, what is it, Mila from Monster Musume? Oh, Aiden says they were all summoned by Gilgamesh's Berlin West. He's right. I think they said that in the episode, actually.
Yeah, they did.
Forgot. Oops. That happens with me. I'll forget a lot. Satsi says, Marvel has taught me to stay until the end. That ain't a lie. So, yes, good episode. Where can they find you, Malice? All right, if you want to know where Malice is, he's on the Discord, which you definitely should. You can find me here on the Bento channel. And if you see in the top right, top left, there is my Discord link and my Twitter link. So if you want updates and stuff like that, I have a main channel as well called Sea Tactics, where I talk about Fate. I talk about JoJo. Right now, I'm not uploading too many videos because I'm getting prepared.
Lazy.
Getting prepared for the 12 days of anime, which is taking a lot of time. So, yeah, less videos, but we still do the King of Anime podcast every Saturday.